consumerism blinded us from understanding the value of creativity and curiosity, whereas modern society only values those which are profitable and marketable, while undermining the beauty of pure wandering creativity. Now, therefore, the ShidenDAO KusamaMomentum organization OG founders declare chaos back upon this world with these tenets, representing our organization's core values and the rules governing the organization. Thank you. The music did not end in the right time.
Let's provide some feedback, guys. What do you think, Mario?
Yeah, was the sound quality okay? Because Shiden is poor as hell. So of course there's nothing to lose, right? I mean, jokes aside, like we want to make a blockchain, a parachain that is fully decentralized, that is operated by the community, because that's the reason why we started this project to begin with. And there are so many technical reasons why it's hard. One is, runtime upgrades, and every time there's a breaking change in the chain, we have to catch up to that. And if it's like completely decentralized, it's gonna take forever to actually reflect those changes. That's one thing. Another thing is parachain slot renewals, and maintaining a project and all that stuff. There's so many problems making a parachain decentralized, and I feel like this sort of discourages people from being decentralized and encourages parachains to be centralized, and we want to challenge that notion. We want to see like how far we can push this, and ShidenDAO is sort of our way to create this, bring the next step. Let's see what the community wants. Let's see what can go and bring the pure form of Star into Shiden, make it like for the vision, for the tech, and create a playground for developers to by the market condition, be pressured to create something that everyone's so familiar with. Instead, create something that's crazy because it's fun, and that's why we program, right? And be an artist, be a free thinker. That's sort of the motivation behind the ShidenDAO initiative. We want to be a collective of creative minds, not just for the Shiden blockchain, but for the Kusama network and for the future Web3, for the future generations.
Yeah. Just briefly to add on, we want to build the environment where builders are really free to, not just free, they're really inspired to join the community, to do as digital stuff as they can. There are a couple of teams, groups around the .sama that are working to do similar. So we want to do the same for builders around Shiden, not just builders, community also proposing new projects, helping develop it and helping talk about it. So we want to make a new movement around. Basically, it's whole Polkadot.sama.
And yeah, I encourage everyone to really be part of this because, and let us, I guess not take too much control over it. And we don't want to be the leader, but we want the community to be the leader for us. So please. Yeah.
And that's
a question.
And that's one second. So I'll add to that in sort of layman's terms, this is our opportunity to really kind of dictate what the parachain does. Shiden was onboarded as the third Kusama, I believe, right? That's parachain.
First batch.
First batch for sure. Besides all these other ones that I'm sure are useful. But now it's the community's parachain, and that's how I like to word it. So if you ever were interested to sort of decide or help decide what a parachain does on Kusama, this is the opportunity. And I think that's what it's exciting, because I'm not a coder, not at all. I just bring ideas to the table, and these fine ladies and gentlemen that work as coders in the ecosystem might say, hey, I kind of want to jump on that idea. Yeah, I'll make the first OnlyFans on the blockchain. I'm not saying I want to be on OnlyFans, but Mario and maybe Pierre do. But so, but either way, those kind of ideas, we want to hear them, and that's all we need. We need idea makers and builders to really create stuff on our parachain. It's the people's. So I wanted to add that just to kind of one of the big aspects of today.
And on top of that, on Shiden, it is real money. So please keep that in mind as well. It's a lab, but it's also real money. So if you can break there, it's good for your team as well.
And on top of that, we are a very dope team. So if you want to stay swanky and be like a part of dope ass organization, then you know where to come.
Mario, do you want to say it on top of that, on top of that, on top of that?
We're just gonna go here like forever.
There is some ideas I have, and I'm hoping with the right mix of people, and we already have builders from other parachains who are contributing. You might get some hints if you look back.
We have a governance, off-chain governance form, but the way how we want to handle on-chain governance and also like just community contribution is we want to have this kind of interaction with the community even more through Shiden. So it's not going to be like through Oster necessarily, but we will experiment a lot of the ideas that the community proposes to Shiden, see if it sticks. If it doesn't, well, I mean, as long as it's not chain, it doesn't destroy the blockchain, it's totally fine. Anything is fine. And just to see whatever works, we do it. And yeah, even the governance. Like if the community tells us like, oh, we need some on-chain governance palette, the democracy palette, and we need to onboard these people as a council. Like that's the community's consensus that we reflect that to our chain. And we want to do that. So yeah, like join the Discord, join the conversation, just bug us a lot. And that's how you pretty much get involved in it.
Yeah, the Discord.
I might spoil it a bit, but we still want to keep a level of professionality. So we don't want like any software or any contract. So we'll do the reviews and we'll be commenting your code before we really deploy it. So we want to still keep like a certain level of good practices and good coding.
And that's why we're going to kick off Mario off the team. I'm just kidding. In the end, we do want, and we do have professionals who will review the code and make sure it doesn't break anything serious. And so I'll say on the side of that, if you haven't been part of a DAO or you're looking to be part of a DAO or intimidated, don't be intimidated. Being part of a DAO simply can mean just throwing in an idea every once in a while, or contributing that way, or even just voting on something you think is interesting or not interesting as well. Every voice counts, every mind counts in ShidenDAO. It's open, the Discord. Come in, go as you want, and you can find the link to the Discord on our Shiden Twitter page right in the front. You might encounter a bot or two, but that's normal. As Hoon says, we welcome our overlords. Right, Hoon?
Gabe, you were competing like who could implement the first light client for the parachains. Technically speaking, I won. I mean, he was the one who found the solution. I was the one who implemented it. But like, I was in Biarritz, France at the time. Like the internet sucked, so I couldn't deploy it. Okay, like just putting that out there.
See Pierre, he gets a haircut and now he has the biggest ego in the world.
I'm the chaos student, so I'm allowed to have the ego there.
Chaos who. The last thing we wanted to mention or a few things actually. There's still a few things. So if you're in the call right now and you made it through our jibber jabber, with ShidenDAO, there is a special founders NFT that we're going to give away to everyone in the audience right now, and I think there's about 30 of you. So it's the only way you can figure out how to get it is through listening. So hopefully I don't slur my words too much. Give me a second.
If you're not slurring your words, that means you're not drinking enough.
No, it's 8:30 now, and I'm almost done with my first and only beer today.
I drink like 3 liters of beer in like 12 in the morning.
Oh boy. Yes. Oh, no way. No. Oh, it is Oktoberfest. So
yeah, it is Oktoberfest.
Yeah. True. Oh, and you're in Berlin? Oh wait, I'm holding up the viewers from the special NFT. Oh, that's what I'm doing. Okay, so there is a photo on Hoon's Twitter page. It's a photo of him with his new haircut. All you have to do to get this founder's NFT, and whatever NFT doesn't get distributed will get burned. We'll save some for the DAO and people there right now and the people who couldn't make it, but most of them will be burned. What we plan on doing with this NFT is evolving it, and that's all we can say right now. Could be evolved, could not be evolved. Maybe you'll move to a different chain. We're not too sure. But go to the photo on Hoon's Twitter and simply reply with the name you have here in Momentum and your Kusama address. So I'll say that one more time. The instructions, I don't know if anybody wants to translate to a different language. The instructions are just go to Hoon's Twitter page, look for his photo of his Chaos Hoon haircut, and drop your name, your handle, and your Kusama address.
It feels so weird.
Yes.
I'll get it. Everybody that believes in our vision can go and Kusama address for this special NFT and hold on to it. See what happens. There's also no royalties on the NFT, so if you do sell it and somebody picks it up for some weird reason, good, you get 100% of the profit. Well, besides what Singular takes. I don't know how much that is. 3%. Who buys it? Yeah. Who knows who's gonna buy it? But I'll tell you right now, we don't plan. It's financial advice to buy one. Okay, or maybe it is. No idea.
Any financial advice in the Kusama space is not a good advice.
It's a chaos advice.
Yeah.
We'll give you chaos advice. We have a chaos financial advisor.
Oh yeah.
What else? Let's see. Okay, so I'll give some viewers some time to do that. Ben is gonna buy them all. Ben's gonna probably write up a script to buy them all.
Yeah, using his collator rewards.
Wait, how did you get the SpongeBob emoji? That's what I want to know. Oh, okay, it's right there.
Hoon,
should we mention the pseudo?
Oh, yeah. So yeah, final set. So I think we're heading towards the end of this this event, official part of it at least, whatever is official. So we will be having a surprise proposal for our governance platform. Initially, we wanted to do this on screen, but Martin and I discussed that maybe it's better to like do it a bit more formally. So we will propose a referendum on our Shiden governance platform. And we will what we'll do is we'll ask the community members, new members who joined from this, through this call, and existing members to read it through, discuss it, and vote for it. But essentially, what this referendum is our way of declaring independence from Ostar Network and the company behind Ostar Network to make Shiden completely for the community. So please stay tuned for that, and for further announcements, join our Discord. We'll make the announcement there. And we have a lot of things coming up that I'm really excited for, and this plan is only meant for like 1 quarter, because after that, after our initial plans, every event, just affairs should be coming from the community, and that's what we want.
The comments, and we're just getting laughed at. I don't know if this was a great event at all. I feel horrible. I'm getting the beers blues.
It's a blue moon. So
it's a blue moon, yeah. That's right. Yeah, any questions? Go to the stage mode, panel, and request. Yeah. Let's see if we can figure this out. Again, I'll repeat the NFT giveaway for the founders NFT for ShidenDAO, the dopest organization. Go to Hoon's Twitter, find his picture with his new haircut, drop your Kusama address and your handle, your name that you used in Momentum. With WASM contract, that is impossible.
I mean, guys, comments are really, really hard to reach, so let's just make this even more chaotic and invite everyone.
Okay.
And who wants to speak, will speak.
Yeah, whoever wants to come up stage, just request stage, and we'll invite you. Yes.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, we got some people here. All right, we can invite up to 12 people.
Okay.
So let's do this.
So either you guys can invite like everybody on stage, or you could go off of stage mode, and but then we won't get to see big faces. So. But yeah, so that's one way, or you could go off of stage mode, and then everybody can talk. So create chaos how you like, but absolutely epic dashboard, and I love your style, and yeah, it's been awesome to be part of it, and looking forward to seeing how you develop.
Thank you so much for your support.
Thank you, Genevieve.
Yeah. Okay, Nikhil, you're up here. So, have anything to say? Oh, you're muted, or I can't hear you. I think you're muted.
Yes, you're muted. Still muted.
I think it's did you allow the microphone permission in the browser? I'm not sure how many people want to join here. Guys, you don't have to be shy. Just come up. I want to see your faces.
Okay, I think Nicola.
Oh, Benjamin, your microphone quality is.
Yeah, you're in a place.
There we go. Oh, I'm loving this. So I just wanted to say, like as a question, like, what's inspired you to do this? Like, I mean, like, this is all of a sudden like all this boom, this new Odyssey kind of thing. So I mean, what inspired you guys to do this?
Well, all starts. So one of the major inspiration is we're working at Ostar. Like, I'll be honest, it's a little bit boring if you think about it. It's a good project. It's all good. Yeah, we're working on something new, but I feel like a true blockchain Web3 spirit is about community interaction and letting the community decide on certain things. But it's really hard to get community engagement, and especially where Kusama is all about chaos. We were like, yeah, why don't we make ourselves like Shiden? If Kusama is like expect chaos, we're like Shiden's like the chaos maker. So we want to have this approach, and since Kusama community is so close with each other, I feel like it's like a perfect place to allow this. And our ultimate goal is to just increase community engagement for all aspects of the blockchain. So make it completely decentralized, push new boundaries. And I feel like in terms of like platform momentum is, I see it like a hub for the .sama. Although Parity told me they're not going to use the word .sama anymore, so they're going to sue me now. But I mean, I don't know how they're going to sue me. Like, bring their treasury, probably going to use their treasury to hire lawyers, and then we're going to use the Shiden treasury to hire our lawyer and see who's better. But we're going to lose.
That actually sounds hilarious. I want to see that like as a big activity. Like that sounds like, and yeah, we could like put like bets on either side.
Oh, that'd be so awesome.
And do it all on chain as well.
On Zeitgeist, yeah, like a prediction market. Who's gonna win?
I love it.
That's that's so. And then all the legal documents is done on Logion.
Oh my god!
Oh, it's cool.
Yeah.
Like we need to start
Completely
getting
one
into-
chain lawsuit. Like that's like a natural conclusion. It's still horrible. What's going on?
BLD, like
Your quality is like really horrible. But yeah, that's our motivation behind this this movement and why.
Really exciting, and like I mean, I'm sure I mirror absolutely everyone here who is from Momentum. Like we're really, really happy to have you guys. And I was saying about it in our Discord today. So absolutely.
Rams is amazing. He's amazing.
Beautiful.
Do they still do dabs or something like that, right?
I think you're aging yourself.
Oh no, I don't know, robot. I'll say for my part, just being watching Astar. It could see the corporate side of Astar come to fruition, especially now in Japan, where corporations and companies are jumping on, and we're going to be seeing, some real life use cases of Web3 technology, and that's great, and that's all great and stuff like that. But there still needs to be a space for innovation, and the Canary network, the whole Polkadot Kusama setup is perfect for that, because it's sort of a R&D, research and development, for Astar. So that's how I see Shiden and the Kusama, just a bunch of experiments. And the more people, more scientists, more ideas, more people with just curiosity who join and contribute, the better for an R&D, company or group. And that's what it's like, a bunch of science experiments happening, obviously with blockchain and coding and all that stuff. That's why it's important also to have some liberties. So us detaching ourselves from, Polkadot system for now is sort of liberating in many ways. We don't have to worry about VCs. We still have to be safe, of course, as Mario put it, and still do things in a secured manner. But also it sort of gives personally, my mind can explore a bit more, knowing that I have, these boundaries or limitations. So that's sort of the motivation. And if Martin was here, he kind of sold me on the idea of bringing Shiden back to life and using it as what it was intended to do, intends it to be. So I'm hoping, even that the team at Momentum can contribute or give ideas or share with us and wear their hoodies each time we do a call. We're going to do some community calls, and I think this is going to be the theme. Beard hoods. It's going to get hot in the summer.
So we need the summer hoodies. Yeah.
We need summer hoodies, the really light ones.
Yeah.
You have them. It's sleeveless. Sleeveless hoodies.
Oh, that sounds so cool. I need that.
And how can we best help us or whom? At Momentum or in general, like how can we best help or is it just jumping in a Discord and just like
so the community engagement related activities. So if there's anything like great events or new features that allows us to use momentum as a tool to engage with the community even more. I think that would be pretty amazing. So, and of course, like if we have any ideas, we'll definitely let you guys know.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we're here for you guys and here to make it even more epic.
Yeah.
Every time.
I'm sure we could even start brainstorming ideas. Oh, there goes Ben again.
Benjamin, you're too much chaos. What's going on with your microphone?
It's the thunder that's brewing. But some ideas, I know Momentum has, the blockchain aspect, the wallet integration. I wonder how far we could explore that with parent chains as well. I'm sure not everybody in ShidenDAO is going to be developer focused. Of course, there'll be builders, but there's also going to be artists, is my understanding. I know my friend Bullet, who made the art for our page right here, our front face, is interested in contributing more. So it's like that could always help metaverse like this, the virtual world that we in. Art, music, all that stuff can be integrated. And if we make experiments combining forces, even better. But the most important thing is just gathering, which is how ideas and innovations sort of, sprout. So you take someone's idea, you elaborate on, just like we did right here in the call, to add on top of that, on top of that, on top of that. We just keep growing. For me, community is that, especially in the blockchain space where there's still rules that we're writing as we go, is gathering these people who are just curious, who have ideas or just want to listen and they might be inspired. And we want to create that space. And I know there's spaces out there already like that, but we have a whole parachain to do that on. And that's kind of the difference. A parachain that was onboarded early on the first batch with, the support from the Astar team that we have right here as well. And the knowledge and experience that we bring is also important to sort of what we're trying to do with Shiden. So I think that's the major difference compared to these new chains that are coming and sort of had this community aspect to it. Not to say that I think actually we should all work together, but the effort, the time, and the manpower that needs to, somebody needs to run the Discord, make sure it's there, get rid of the bot, why we're here right now. So again, there's an open invite to anybody who just even has an idea or just curious, just to chime in or just listen. You never know what you end up contributing.
Yeah, and the other way is like, you can use this community as sort of a way to find other people who could work together for your project that you have in mind. I'm definitely going to use it like that. Like I have a project that I'm working on right now, and I could use a couple of good programmers. And if any good game devs who knows how to use Unity, call me up. I'd love to work with you.
Well, that's fantastic. I mean, Rams, I think you're pointing out a really good point with the experience that you guys have from being in this first batch. You can really bring this to new heights. So that's really fantastic, and that's also something we envision with Momentum, really bring people together, and here we can have a good, we can work together to create this also in terms of the metaverse, right? There's so many unexplored opportunities. I mean, the metaverse that we see right now are just trying really hard to add a social experience to the things that we already did in the physical world, like in 2D. And I think there's so much unexplored potential of online social experiences where you can actually build together, innovate together. Like what we're doing here, it's a social action medium, right? It's not just consuming content, it's actually creating things together. So yeah, you're definitely in the right spot to continue your chaos.
Perfect. This is exciting, yeah, for sure. It's fun, metaverse, seeing the activity on Kusama. I don't know where I'm going to float to next. Maybe there's some activities that we could coordinate or create together where we jump from, platform to platform, and so on. So yeah, I think the sky's really the limit here. So I'm excited.
I'm hopping in your guys' Discord right now.
Awesome.
Shiden.
Incredible. You mentioned Donnie and his frustrations with VC, and I think that's going to be something common we see in general. You know, teams who, especially on Polkadot and Kusama, Kusama's a little different, but on Polkadot, where it's very heavily, you know, influenced by money, sort of it's, you know, the face. So there's going to be VCs and bag holders interested and kind of complaining or kind of pushy. So that's why you can see Donnie getting frustrated with that. And we reached out to him. It's always an open arms sort of person with his team. He might consider it, he might not. Either way, I think that's what makes us a little different, and hence why we're here right now, kind of cutting the umbilical cord from Astar, is because we can do that. And that's, if any, this is a big moment for parachains in general, because we're creating a DAO. Again, the community owns this parachain, will, for the most part, be controlled and dictated by what the community wants. So I think if that doesn't show how decentralized we're trying to be, I don't know what else can. But I think we're speaking through actions. And I think when we start building and when we start seeing products and use cases, games that Hoon builds, or the Wazam Inc. contracts that Pierre helps write, and so on, or the NFTs that Mario, you know, is working on with Inc. as well. We're gonna start seeing people sort of jump on, like, oh wow, actually there is, you know, things happening on Shiden, and we could do it in a decentralized manner. I think that's going to attract people. So we'll see.
Yeah, and regarding, like, you know, as Ramos mentioned, decentralization through action, the way how we want to do it, especially like really make it meaningful, is it's not going to happen in a day. It's going to be like a very gradual process. But we want to have people like Donnie, some maybe high profile, but anyone who has a great community and someone who has a motivation to keep the network more decentralized and fair, to be part of the council for Shiden. We want them to have on-chain power. We want to have them to actually dictate what we should be doing. So this, once it is on-chain, it's unless we fork it, like it's irreversible, and that's sort of the thing that we want to go for. And of course, because it's a very dangerous thing, that's why we are starting from off-chain. And our plan for governance for Shiden is we start off-chain. It's going to be somewhat centralized based on how committed you are to making Shiden more decentralized. But we want the community to be the one who make the referendum for Shiden, saying like, oh, we need democracy palette. Oh, we need this person as a council. Oh, why are you in this council? And just make a discourse out of this. We want them to be, we want the community to have the power over the network. And yes, I agree with the DeFi guys. Are talking, Benjamin.
Oh yeah, is it talking now?
Oh yes, much better, much better. Yeah. I'll let you continue after I respond to DeFi guys' comments there, because I think that's a good point. Like, we need better way to do governance, and I absolutely agree. Like, this is exactly what we see, and that's, I mean, if you notice, like, compared, but with the on-chain governance, there's like so many different approaches you can take, because the society wasn't born in a day. So it takes time. It's formed by the people who are interested in what you're doing.
Don't take me wrong, guy. Yo. I had a question. Yeah. Do we have a special NFT today that would give us the right to have like one night with Hoon or something like that? I want like a pass to have a night with Hoon. You know? Can I play for it?
You don't have to pay for it. It's free. Hoon is free.
I don't want to pay. I want to play for it, man.
Yeah, you just have to leave your Kusama address on Hoon's haircut photo on his Twitter. You'll get it.
Oh, I did, man. I would send another one.
We could just wear a mask on these calls as well. So with Momentum, I did have one question. Maybe you could give us a since we're starting a community and we're going to be growing organically, the intention is to just have people that are interested authentically. We have no reason to really make it a 1,000-person DAO. There's no money interest at all in it. So what are some features that you might see that can help governance through Momentum? Maybe just putting you on the spot, even if it has been thoughts on the Momentum team.
Good question on governance. See, the wallet integration that you mentioned is going to be in by the end of the year, by the way. So that's coming. But we have, I'm just going through our roadmap, which is completely public, by the way. It's on our wiki. I'll post the link in the chat if anyone can see it.
We just like to ask the hard questions.
Yeah,
Chris will answer it. So, so I mean, what we have got coming up on the roadmap. So I mean, obviously, you guys, you're going to be building a DAO, and at the moment, we're all centrally located in one metaverse, the KusamaVerse. And what we will be doing is we are producing a world builder, which will allow anyone to build their own metaverse stack. And the idea, it's a no-code thing. It's a very simple thing to do. And with this infrastructure, we'll also be introducing plugins. So in the theory, and there are some events coming up which I'm not sure I'm allowed to speak about yet, where we will be encouraging people to potentially produce plugins. So if you want governance for your metaverse, then it would be just a case of installing a plugin, as simple in theory as ticking the plugin functionality will just give people like pretty much full control, because we don't want to be hosting your stuff. We want you to host your stuff. We want you to be in charge of your stuff and own your stuff. So yeah, I mean, so there is, I don't think there are too many set plans for specific governance modules at the moment, but this would definitely be something that we would encourage other people to build once the plugin API and information is out there.
Yeah, just to add that we have in our milestone 2 proposal that was approved by the Kusama Treasury. We have in there that we're gonna visualize and make interactive bulk assembly, and also the grant programs. But obviously now with the switch in governance, we're just taking a step back and seeing how that develops. We're also bringing in parachain auctions, crowd loans, visualizing that. So if you have a parachain auction or a crowd loan, you can have here you can have it visualized. You can follow it, monitor it. Maybe you can have like a crowd loan party, whatever you want to do here. That's what's coming up. And I've posted a link in the chat there. You can just see our roadmap. It's our internal Miro act. You can just follow what we do. And you can always hop into our Discord and request things or give ideas. We're very open to that. Everybody's new in this metaverse story, right? Nobody has all the answers, so we'd love to explore it together.
Mm-hmm. The plugin idea sounds pretty good, especially for people who are going to transverse Momentum and want to check out what recent proposal is up. Maybe it could be easily sent over through Discord or whatever kind of plugin we create. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I can imagine a lot of community contents. Like it's gonna make the Kusamaverse even more interesting to visit. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely, absolutely. We see the Kusamaverse, we see it as the ultimate metaverse playground, right? Where we can experiment and test and just fool around and see what brings value, because otherwise we don't have to use it, right? We can make lots of land and sell it, but that's not our game.
Hey, that's one of the things that could actually be like the great Shiden plus the KusamaVerse. One is like, we are talking about governance, and as we said, the governance is too much held by token holders, and we don't want to be like token wealth to be the power of vote. It would be awesome to have some kind of forum, agora, not a forum in a way, but internet forum, like an agora where you would be in.
Mm-hmm.
bring some idea, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
well, I
gonna
mean,
do this.
we have an eternity to discuss about ideas. So, don't worry,
And beer. I want the next idea is what beer recommendations. That should be our next proposal. What should we
Oh
drink
yeah,
on the
actually,
next
yeah.
call?
I mean, we should have like a regular just video like meetup on Momentum, just
Yeah.
drinking beer, talking shit. I think that's pretty good.
That's
That-
gonna happen.
That works well. Yeah, no, let's do that. 'Cause I'm well up for that.
And guys, just a quick question, because I went to shiden.astar.network, and if I go to the Discord, I go to the Astar Discord. That's correct?
Oh, that's the website is like really outdated. Sorry.
Okay,
That
no
one,
problem.
I have to update that. Sorry, I was a little
Could you
bit
drop
busy.
the link here?
Yes, Rhymes, do you have the? Can you get
Yep.
the?
I have it right here. Here you go.
Thanks. Yeah. I have to update the website. Like the website is like really outdated right now for Shiden, and he was the one who requested I update this like last week. Good thing Martin's not here.
Yeah, you still have your job, Boone.
Yeah, I still have my job.
All right, we did approach the hour. I finished my beer. I think I'm gonna go take a nap. Thank you all. Cheers to everybody here on this call. Pleasure.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers,
Thank you
guys.
so much.
We'll
Bye.
see you again
for
soon.
joining.
Bye, everyone.
Good, have a good day.